Back in the back, very back of the basement, is a room, and it used to be like a wine cellar. The people that lived here before stored their, they brewed their own beer, and so they had beer stored from different types of beer that they had made and had them on shelves. And we thought it was a neat little room. We didn't want to do anything with it when the contractor came in and did the work on the other stuff. So this is where I put all my KISS stuff. And you know what you're getting into when you get to the door, because there's the KISS posters. And then you come in here. The door doesn't really open very well. Come in here, and on this wall, a lot of the different hodgepodges, like these are posters that came out of the album. So this one, this one, this one, and that one all came out of the solo albums. Now, years ago in Lincoln, some guy sold his whole collection, and he had put together some of the puzzles from the 70s and actually glued them all together and then framed them. So I bought those from him, thought that was kind of cool. And in filling in the middle, you got some old, could call them 7 inches, but 45s of different KISS songs. You got like Beth, Detroit Rock City, New York Groove, Snowblind, Rocket Ride, I Was Made for Loving You, Mr. Speed, Hard Luck Woman, Shout It Out Loud, and then Rock and Roll All Night, probably my least favorite KISS song of all time. Then I've got some tour books. This is from 1979, the Dynasty Tour. This one down here is from, I believe, the Lick It Up Tour, because Vinnie Vincent's on there. Down here is another poster, the Destroyer poster that he had put together, not poster, puzzle. Across the bottom here, you've got Ace Frehley's, Paul Stanley's. Now these were Russian reissues a few years back. This is another one that I bought from the guy. He had framed the Gene Simmons, so there's no album cover with it, but that's the actual picture disc vinyl. Got a couple more 45s there of Crazy Nights and Let's Put the X in Sex. And then a guitar book, which I haven't ever been able to find on eBay, just kind of price it. It's not in the greatest shape, but it's from the solo albums. Then you've got Ace Frehley. This is the original one from the 70s. It's seen better days. I got it in the $2 bin at, I think it was at Richmond Gordman years and years ago. My parents bribed me with that because they were taking my sister to Linda Ronstadt, and I had to go, and they wouldn't let me go to a KISS concert. So that was the closest I got to a KISS concert back then. Peter Criss and Gene Simmons, again, those are the remaining two of the Russian reissues that were put out. Now here we have, this is the original poster from Unmasked, and then that's the original poster from Dynasty that came with the record. The one thing about records that I think that a lot of people forget about is there was always all sorts of packaging and things like that that you got that you didn't get with, you know, CDs, you know, just because they're big enough you couldn't fit them in the CD. And so there's something that you're missing. This is a guitar book from Unmasked. It's another one. It's in really bad shape, but again, I've never seen it on eBay. And I've got a tour book for the Asylum tour. Now, these are the shelves I was talking about. These were actually, I'll pan across and I'll go through everything. But these were already built. These were here. I'm not sure how long they've been here. This house was built in the 40s, and they may have been here since the 40s. This may have just been the old root cellar. But I use them for, I've got some of the Psycho Circus comic books across there. The KISS Neon Phone, which I don't have hooked up, but it plays Rock and Roll All Night, and this lights up when it rings. I collected some of the Vans throughout the years, so I have the Dress to Kill Vans and the Hotter Than Hell Vans, Neon Kiss Light, and then the solo album Vans. Now there's a Rock and Roll Over Vans, but those are going for a lot of money, and so probably won't ever get those. I've got some old calendars that were never opened that I found at a used record store here in town. And then just a hodgepodge of magazines that I had through the years that KISS was in. Kind of funny, for those of you that are old enough, remember the 16 magazine. Leif Garrett was in about every one of them, and a bunch of different people. You know, there at the top there's John Anderson, I think is his name, from from Dukes of Hazzard, and then you've got Kiss on there. Again, we got more tour books now. These down here got water damaged from my old place, but I kept them anyway. Again, more. This was Bananas, was a kids magazine. I got that when I was in grade school, if I remember right. We got different magazines and such there. The only box that I have for the Vans is the Hotter Than Hell one, and I kept that. This is my aunt and uncle owned it was like a pottery, can't remember what they call it, but we were able to go there one summer and just paint stuff, and they had this Kiss thing there. It's been dropped and broke, so it's been glued back together, but I kept it. It's something that I did when I was a kid. This I found in like a pawn shop. It was without the box, but it's most of the Love Gun display. Kiss trivia game, Kiss mug, Kiss watch, Kiss ornament, Kiss scratch offs, and a newer version of the Destroyer puzzle, the Kiss Legos, Psycho Circus 3D glasses from the concert. The first opening part of the concert was in 3D. Some of those got water damaged as well. Got a coaster set and an old Kiss tin, kind of a reproduction of an old concert. Collectible figurines still in the box. The 4 pint glasses, I've got 2 copies of that, and then I got the Pez dispensers and a NASCAR with Kiss on it, and then I think I got that at the dollar store, this Kiss skateboard. The Psycho Circus, this one back here, that tour book is actually in good shape. Kiss Rubik's Cube. These are kind of cool. These were from Hotter Than Hell. They kind of have the Japanese anime style. And then there's the Kiss tour book from the Kiss 40, the last concert that I went to. These are the 70s figures. Now I have 2 sets. These figures in the stands are the figures that are still intact, no broken limbs. And then the first, when Kiss got back together, I want to say it was when the reunion thing was going on, they put out these Kiss figures. Kiss Playboy, again. Got some other things. This has got just some pictures of Kiss, like old promo press photos and stuff. This is, again, this guy that I bought all this Kiss stuff from had that. And just a hodgepodge of different things. Some Kiss Hot Wheels, Kiss paper, gold Kiss lunchbox. We got more of the anime things for Dress to Kill across here, and then another Kiss lunchbox, a newer one, not one of the ones from the 70s. Now the Kiss dolls that are just sitting down there are the 70s dolls, but they are some have got broken limbs, so like their knee joints are broken. One of, I think, Paul Stanley's hand is broken off. Those were the ones I had when I was a kid, and when you're 8 years old and you're playing with those dolls, you're not thinking, gee, are they going to be worth something someday? This is the Kiss Alive set of dolls that they put out. And you've got Kiss cologne, and I will never open that because, 1, I don't really want to use Kiss cologne, and 2, I don't want to open it because it was probably less valuable if it's open. Got the Creature of the Night Kiss and the Mr. Potato Head Kiss figures. The Spin magazines, when they first came out for the reunion, they put out 4 different covers with each one with a different guy. Kisstory, autographed by the whole band. That one cost a little bit of money when it came out. And then down below we got the Psycho Circus figures, and then the Psycho Circus with their alternate bean or whatever from the comic books across the bottom. In the binders, that one's got all the old Kiss bubblegum cards, the first 2 series from the 70s, and then a couple other ones they put out. And this is the Collector Series 1 case, but there's the Series 1 and 2. Couple throws. That one's Psycho Circus, and that one's Creatures of the Night. And that is the Kiss collection, minus the albums and the cassettes and everything, which is out with the rest of the collection. So there you go. Thanks.